That was the first thing they all heard. They're like, what are they talking about? I assume that I am live, and until further notice, I will assume that I am. And welcome to Pac-Man Game. Woo! It shall be a wonderful time. The goal of Pac-Man's maze is to acquire as many Pac-Man dots as you can before time runs out. Now, I shouldn't have said before time runs out, because technically there is no time, but there is reason to move quickly. Now, it's worth noting every ball that your team has in their possession and turns in at the end of the game is worth 100 points. And those add up quickly because we've hidden almost 1,000 out there. That's almost 100,000 points on the table if one team were to sweep and get every single ball, which will not happen. That'd be impressive. It'd be a world record for this game, considering it's the only time it's ever been played. So every ball is worth 100 points when you turn it in. How do you turn it in? So when I say go, everyone's going to madly dash out of into the hallway and pick up as many as they can, and they're all over the school. When your team feels it's right, you can go to the dining hall and turn all the balls in for as many points as you have at the little booth that we have when you turn in the mushrooms. That's where the game ends. Now when you get there, you turn in all the balls and you say, that's it, that's our score. We'll count as fast as we possibly can and record your score, you're done. Now here's the thing, you're like, why would I ever turn my points in and I just keep getting more? Here's the catch. The last 3 teams to turn in balls get only half points for anything they score. So if you're not in the first 4, because there's only 7 teams, all the balls are worth 50 instead. So you have the risk-reward idea of, do I cash them all in now, or do I try to get more and try to slip in when they're still worth 100? Or will they depreciate to 50? So that's the idea and the tension between the game. Now, technically, you guys don't have to stay together, but when you all turn it in, you guys all do have to be together to end the game. So either you should stick together as a team or have amazing communication on technology as to when everyone's going to be where. It is up to you how risky you guys want to be with that. A few boundaries. Technically, there aren't any formal boundaries, but all of the balls are found inside this building. So there's nothing in Pollard, there's nothing outside. So you guys don't have to go outside, but you can if you feel going around outside is faster. It's up to you, but please know it's very icy and we want you to stay alive. So that is at your own risk. We almost biffed it, setting up the game, getting balls from one building to the other. And that is up to you. The stage of the Marble Chapel has fragile things. There are no balls up there, don't go there. And the library is technically available, but only for the little highway that exists between the far doors. There aren't any balls there. It's just for transportation purposes. So feel free to make your way through there, but don't search for anything and just stay in the main road as to not having to clean that entire area up afterwards. I'm going to ask Jarrett and Bowder if I forgot anything in the slightest. Oh, you're correct. I did forget a thing. There is opposition to this game, and it's not just the other teams. We have 4 nefarious Pac-Man ghosts named accordingly, Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde, if I might remember. Clyde's the best ghost, the orange one, also known as Jarrett with a T. If you find a ghost, be very afraid, be very afraid. Run in the opposite direction as fast as you can, for you may be struck with a Minecraft sword that they are holding. If this happens, you'll be okay. It's not the end of the world. But if it happens, you were to drop all the balls you are holding, all the Minecraft ghosts will the Pac-Man ghosts will give all the balls a swift kick and they'll scatter everywhere and then they'll run away. And you can pick them up afterwards. It is a mild annoyance, but it will slow you down, and it is best, of course, not to waste your time when time is of the essence. So if you get hit by a Minecraft ghost, drop them all, they'll give them a kick, and then you scatter around. Also, concerning containing all the balls in your hands, people are about to get creative. Can I run up to my room, grab my backpack? The policy we have with this is if it is a bag-like object, don't use it. So no backpacks, no purses or anything like that. If you want to creatively fold, like use your shirt as a bag, that's fine as long as it's not some outside things. Pockets that you have on you are also in play. Again, did I miss anything in the slightest?
Who has to drop their balls when they get hit by the ghost? Is it the whole team or just one person?
I am glad you asked, and since the people on the internet world didn't hear you, I will say again, if you get struck, does your whole team have to drop all the balls that they have? The answer is no. If you get hit, it's just you. It's your penalty for being too slow. So sorry. Now, if your ghost does run by and cleave through your whole team, then yes, your entire team has just been hit, which would be very sad and impressive. And I have just briefed the ghosts that they should indeed be out for blood. So they are no pansy ghosts. Yes, and they're all excited. They will find you, and they will smack you. And Ray will raise his hand and ask a question.
When is the game over?
Absolutely. The game is over when all the teams have turned in the balls, which the element of speed is really important, so you get the max points. But as a last resort measure, the game will be over at 7:30 if, for some reason, a game lasts over an hour, which I highly doubt. But 7:30, hard end, but it shouldn't last that long. Yes?
So we're traveling with our team.
You can. You can travel with your team if you'd like. Again, if you want to try to split off, you can. But remember, you have to converge at the end to turn in your points once and for all in the dining hall. Yeah. You must remain in most appropriate attire at all times during the game. You cannot take off your shirt to carry more balls, is the question. That was impressive. Jarrett.
If I'm a big, strong basketball guy, can I just grab a ghost and just hold him?
I love these questions. If you are a big, strong basketball guy, can you indeed tackle a ghost and hold him hostage to the rest of the game? I strongly discourage it because you'll be out of the game for the rest of the game because you'll be holding a ghost. Also, don't do that. Just run away. If you get smacked, drop it. Don't attack the ghosts because you don't have a power pellet. And everyone knows that if Pac-Man wants to fight a ghost, you have to have a power pellet, of which there are none. Can you buy a power pellet for 500 points? You may not. That'd be funny, though. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is it. The game begins in 3, 2, 1.